here's the third video, the Good Boy series. I might do another one after this, but anyway, so you're probably thinking to yourself, what's wrong with bringing up a good boy? Well, good boys get nowhere in life. They get nowhere in life with their friends, with girls, with marriages, certainly not with divorces, their careers. The good boy always gets overlooked. Good boy is always the first to get fired. Is always the first to get laid off. Or we'll lay him off because he's not going to say anything, he's a good boy. All at a disadvantage. So, should you be bringing up a bad boy? Well, what I say, it's better to bring up a bad boy than a good boy. Because bad boys get on in life. Now, I don't mean a wicked, cruel, horrible boy. I mean just a bad boy. You know, somebody who's prepared to bend the rules. Somebody who's prepared to stand up for himself. Somebody who's prepared to take something. Yeah, I'll have it. Move out the way, I'm coming through. Yeah, that's me. Right, rather than, well, I don't mind, you know, you go first. I'm being a nice boy. See what I mean? You don't have to bring up a complete nasty piece of work. That's a different story altogether. But I'm saying it's better to bring up a bad boy than a good boy. There's more advantages of being a bad boy. Now then, okay, so you don't really want to bring up somebody who is nasty. I'm not saying that. So how can you get round this problem, this bad boy thing? Because this good boy thing, because people are obsessed. You hear it all the time. Mothers, aunties, grandmas, woman next door, all the women in the kindergarten, play school, they're all saying, oh, he's such a lovely boy, he's such a good boy, he's a good boy. And you're thinking, oh, I've got a good boy. Now, women, right, don't like a good boy. They don't want a good boy. They want a cheeky boy, a sassy boy, a brave boy, strong boy. They might say they want a good boy, a nice guy. Well, a lot of women say that. Oh yeah, I want a nice guy, somebody's going to treat me nice, somebody's going to help me with the housework, somebody's going to do this, somebody's going to do that. So, right? Those type of boys have turned themselves in, or their mothers have turned them into beta males. Now, nobody wants a beta male. Well, there are people, but it don't turn out good for a boy, a good boy. Never turns out. Marriages never turn out very well. They get put on, right? They get trampled on. They get, and if there's a divorce, you know, good boy gets nothing. Anyway, so there you are. So, how can you get round this this good boy syndrome? Well, stop calling him a good boy. Stop rewarding him for being a good boy. Stop saying good boy. Don't even say it. Don't mention it. Think of all the other things you can call him. Now I've made a list here. Made a list of things, right? You can call him brave, strong, adventurous, crafty, cheeky, brainy, hard-working, diligent, wise, big-hearted, romantic, or arty. All those things, but not good. You start bringing up a good boy and you're not doing him any favours. You know, stop mollycoddling him. Stop protecting him. Right? Let him be a bit more adventurous. Let him, you know, do things, balance on things and go places and run up and down the road and ride his bike. Doesn't have to wear a helmet. When I was a kid, nobody wore a helmet. And I don't know anybody at my school, there were 2,000 people at my school, who fell off and had brain damage. Not one. So, okay, maybe you can let him wear a helmet, but you get the picture, don't you? Let him be a bit more adventurous. Let him be a bit braver, more courageous. Stand up for himself. Stand up for other people. That's the sort of person who gets on in life, not a good boy. Now, a lot of people, especially mothers, they say, oh, he's in the street. They'll say, oh, that's a good boy, and they'll be saying, good boy, for everybody to hear. It's not giving reward to the child. What it's doing, it's affirming. It's an affirmation that she's brought him up the good way. She's brought him up the proper way. And he's done something good because she's taught him how to do something good. So it's a sort of way of getting credit for bringing up a good boy. No one wants a good boy. Good boy gets nowhere in life. Now I know this because, I was brought up a good boy. My mum brought me up as a good boy, and I had to toughen up. Right, I joined the military. I did time in the military. A long time in the military, and I was a door-to-door salesman. Now that is a tough job. I was a door-to-door salesman for 5 years. Now you've got to be tough to be able to do it. It's one of the most difficult jobs you can do, the hardest job, toughest job. So I toughened myself up. Now I still have to check myself, because I've been brought up as a good boy, I sometimes get caught out and I have to think, right, toughen yourself up, right? Somebody says that to you, come straight back with an answer, come straight back with a no, come straight back with, back off, watch your step, or whatever. And sharing is another thing. Women are obsessed, mothers are obsessed with getting their child, especially boys, to share. Now, it's a pointless exercise because when you grow up, you're not sharing everything with everybody. You're taught to do it as a kid. It's a pointless exercise. So you're grown up, your next door neighbour gets a new car. So you go round, oh, nice car. Oh, thank you very much. Can I take it down the shops? No, you can't. I want to share it. Well, you can't share it. Right? It's, for some reason, people have got this obsession about teaching their child to share. Now, this is what to do with sharing. Is don't teach him how to share. Teach him what to do when somebody doesn't share. You'll see 2 or 3 women playing together and they'll all be saying, oh, share that, share. It's like they think it's the right. It's not. Teach him what to do if somebody doesn't share. And this is what to do. Say the kid's playing with a, space rocket or something, and you want to play with it, or you want to share it, and he says, no, it's mine. Right? That kid doesn't necessarily want to play with it. He wants to stop you from playing with it. So, what you've got to do is get the child to focus his attention on something else and be enthusiastic about that thing that he's focusing his attention on. Oh, I've got a fire engine. It's got 6 wheels and a hooter, and oh, look at me playing with this. Isn't it making a nice noise? The other child will come over and say, oh, can I play with it? And you can say, yeah, all right, I'll go and play with that space rocket that you were playing with. And you've got round it. See, you're being crafty. Now you can tell a boy, well done, that was very crafty. That was very clever of you to work that out. That was very brainy of you. Not good. Crafty, clever, brainy. Quick thinking. All those sort of things. Those are the things you want to be encouraging him to do. Not to be a good boy and share. It's pointless exercise. Anyway, so there. So that's that. Now, what can you do? How can you stop bringing up a good boy? Well, stop saying it. Get it out of your mind. Say, for instance, he's only a young kid and he lifts your skirt up and he goes, I can see your pants or whatever, right? Instead of giving him a huge big lecture about being respectful to women, women's rights, and this, that, and the other, and going off on one, which is going to have a profound feeling on him. It's going to sink in, right? What you do, right, is just ignore it. Turn around and go and do something. If he does it again, ignore it again. If he keeps doing it, wear some jeans, wear some trousers. Or say to him something like, oh, you're a cheeky boy. You're going to be running after the girls when you get older. Girls like a cheeky boy. And they do like a cheeky boy. Naughty boy. Boy with a bit of bravado. Right? They don't like a nice boy. Right? So he's not going to get... Nice boys don't get anywhere with the girls. They don't want a nice boy. Nice boy who shares their sweets. They'll eat your sweets because you're sharing with them. And then they run across the other side of the playground or, the disco at school and go and start chatting with the naughty boys. The good boys left there and thinking, they've ate all my sweets and they buggered off. That's what happens to a good boy. Good boys get nowhere. So stop bringing up a good boy. Right? Don't bring up a nasty, cruel, horrible boy. But, bring up a boy. Strong, brave, courageous, crafty. Right? Those sort of things. Now, I'm going to do another video with some examples of what's happened to me and other people when they've been not bad, when they've been, they've done the not wrong thing, but when they've been a naughty boy, all right, or a bad boy if you like, I don't mean cruel, I don't mean nasty, I don't mean that at all, I mean just bad, just being a bit naughty. So, this is it. This is the third video. Hope you've enjoyed it. And I'll do another one with some examples soon.